Abundant Grace International School, we are located right in Obuasi, precisely BDM. The school has a number of facilities that aid in learning. We have qualified and trained teachers who are ready and willing to assist the children. The school has many facilities such as the ICT laboratory. We also have a science laboratory. We also have a library. The school has a number of buses which convey the children from their various destinations to the school premises. We have the football team, we have the drama group, we have a lot, and the school is based on the Christian principles. For more inquiries, you can call this number 0541 310 901 0541 670772. Abundant Grace, in God we trust.
Hello viewers, you are most welcome to AGPS TV. I am grateful to be at your service. Today I'm going to take you through how to do calculation of time. And for calculation of time, we are going to use the longitude. Longitude to calculate time. Now, before we go into the calculation of time, let us take the earth to be spherical. And the world, if it is spherical, if the earth rotates one full journey, the full journey of a rotation of the earth is going to be 360 degrees. And this 360 degrees for rotation will be equal to 24 hours. So if 24 hours, we are going to have a one full rotation. And so 24 hours is going to give us 360 degrees. Now we know that 24 hours is 360 degrees. Now we ask ourselves, what will 1 hour give us in terms of degrees? Now, for 1 hour, we know that it will be less than 24 hours. And we know that if less, more divide. Therefore, we have 1 over 24 times 360. And then if you go through this, you are going to get 15 degrees. So we can conclude that for every 1 hour, we are having 15 degrees. It means that the earth rotates 15 degrees every hour. Having said that, we say that the lines of longitudes are used to calculate time. And then you know that we have two divisions. Longitudes are into 180 degrees west and 180 degrees east, because the earth spans from west to east. And so to calculate time, there are certain things you must understand. So let me also draw a bigger circle. And then let me draw my longitudinal line. And then pick a middle point. And then because I have just shown the 15 degrees for an hour, let me make them 15, 15, 15. And name it as west and then east. So let me take this to be west and east. Now, in calculation of time, let us assume that from here, 15 to 45, you have east, east, east. And then to the left, we have west, west, and west. So you have west to my left, and we have east to my right. So whenever you're going to calculate time, you can calculate east-east, or you can calculate west-west, or you can calculate west and east. You can have your east-east, your west-west, or your west-east. Now, whenever you are calculating east-east, it means that you are calculating time on the same zone. And if you are calculating west-west, it also means that you are calculating time on the same zone. So west-west and east-east, you are calculating the same zone. But if you are calculating west-east, it means that you are calculating time on different zones. So we have west and east, so they are not the same. To calculate time on the same zone, first of all, we find the difference. We find the difference. Anytime we are calculating time on the same zone, whether it is east-east or it is west-west, we find the difference. But if you are calculating time on different zones, that is west and east, we find the total. We find the total. And take note of the diagram well. Anytime that you are moving from west to calculate time on east, time will increase. Anytime you are also moving from west to calculate time on east, time is going to increase. And anytime you are calculating time from east and you are going to look for time at west, time will decrease. Time will decrease. And so let's just take this example. So you have a question like this. What is the time in Cairo, which lies longitude 15 degrees east? If the time in Ghana, which lies on longitude 45 degrees east, is 1:30 p.m. So first of all, you discover that both Ghana and Egypt are lying on the same zone, east-east. And so first of all, you have to draw the problem. You have to draw the problem. So we have, if you pick from here, this is 15. And this is 45. And we are saying that Ghana is lying on 45 east. And then, so we have Ghana lying on 45. And then we have Egypt, Cairo, lying on 15. And so that is what we have. Now don't forget that when I draw my arrow, you discover that Ghana is lying to the east, but Cairo is lying on my west. So I have Ghana to the east, but Cairo, if I draw, this becomes my east, and this becomes my west. If I draw my cardinal point, if this is my cardinal point, Cairo will become my west, and then Ghana will be at my east. And so we know the time in Ghana, so we are going to move to calculate time on west. But because they are both lying east-east, we must find the time difference. And so we must find the time difference. And the difference will be 45 minus 15. And that is going to give us 30 degrees. But we know that every 15 degrees equals to 1 hour. Therefore, 30 degrees is going to give us 2 hours. So the difference is 30 degrees. But the 30 degrees is going to give us 2 hours. But because we are going to Cairo to find the time there, and if you draw, you see that even though they are lying on east, but if you draw the cardinal point, Cairo will be west. And so because you are going to find time at west, time will decrease by 2 hours. So we are going to reduce the time, which is 1:30 at Cairo, by 2 hours. And if you reduce the time by 2 hours, we are going to get 11:30 a.m. So finally, we are going to get 1:30 p.m. minus 2 hours will finally give us 11:30 a.m. All that you need to do is to know the zones and try to draw the problem. Now let me change the question and make it this time the same question. I'm going to make it west-west. The same question, the Ghana Cairo question. I'm going to make it west-west. So now if it is west-west, I am going to pick Ghana will be 15, and then Cairo will be 45. But they are still lying on the same zone. West-west, but check that this time around. It is like this. We have our 15 west, and then we have our 45 west. But this is Ghana. This is Ghana. And we know the time in Ghana. So we are going to this side to calculate the time. But don't forget that if I draw my cardinal point, this side will be my east, which is Ghana, and this time around, Cairo will be my west. So still, I'm going to move from Ghana to Cairo to calculate my time. So I'm going to my west. And so you also find the time difference. But this time around, you see that the 15 degrees will come to your east, and then the 45 will be your west. And so the difference will be 30 degrees. Because it is the same zone, it will be 30 degrees. And 30 degrees will give you 2 hours. And so if you subtract 2 hours, you still come to 11:30 a.m. You are going to your west. You are going to your west. Now let us take that Ghana is now lying west and Cairo is lying east with the same question. Ghana now lies west. With the same question, Ghana now lies west. Sorry, east. Now, so let's write a question like this. Good. So let's take a question like this. If the time in Ghana, which lies on longitude 15 degrees west, is 12:45 p.m., what will be the time in Nigeria, which lies on longitude 60 degrees east? So now here you see that Ghana and Nigeria are not lying on the same zone. One is lying west and one is lying east. When they are lying on the same, they are not lying on the same zone. What you are going to do is that you are going to find the addition. You are going to do an addition. You are going to do an addition. So when they are lying on the same different zones, you are going to add. And so you are going to add or find the total. And so you're going to have 15 degrees plus 60 degrees. And that will be 75 degrees. 75 degrees. Now we know that 75 degrees you need to convert it to time. But we know that 15 degrees is equals to 1 hour. Therefore 75 degrees will give you what? But we know that 75 will give you more. If more or less divide. So we have 75 divided by 15 times 1 hour. And if you do the calculation correct, you are going to get 5 hours. So it means that we are having 5 hours. Now I am going to draw the situation. Now Ghana is lying west. So we have west, we have Ghana, and we know the time there. We know the time in Ghana. And the time in Ghana, we know. But we are going to calculate the time east of Cairo. We don't know the time there. So we are going to calculate the time there. So we don't know the time. But because we are going to move from west to east, time will increase. Anytime we are going to calculate from east, time is going to increase. And so if the time in Cairo was, say, 1:30, we only add the 5 hours to 1:30 to get our 6:30 p.m. if that is the time. So whatever time they give you, just find the addition if they are lying on different zones. Convert it into time, and if you are going to find time in east, you increase that time by your number of hours, and if it is west, you just subtract it by trying to draw the problem. And so that is how we find or we calculate time. Note that 15 degrees is 1 hour, and you can find time on either the same zone or different zone. If it is on the same zone, you find the difference and you convert it into time. If it's a different zone, you add it and you convert it into time. But if you have it on west and you are going to east to find the time will increase. And if you're on east and you want to find the time on west, the time will decrease by that margin. I hope I have been helpful to you on how to calculate time using longitude. Note that I have said that we have 180 degrees west and 180 degrees east because the earth spans from west to east. And so when we're calculating time, we use the longitude west and east in calculation of the time. My name is Mr. Samsonane. I hope you have find my lesson helpful. May God bless you and stay blessed.
Abundant Grace International School, we are located right in Obuasi, precisely BDM. The school has a number of facilities that aid in learning. We have qualified and trained teachers who are ready and willing to assist the children. The school has many facilities such as the ICT laboratory, We also have a science laboratory. We also have a library. The school has a number of buses which convey the children from their various destinations to the school premises. We have the football team, we have the drama group, we have a lot, and the school is based on the Christian principles. For more inquiries, you can call this number 0541 310 901 0541 670772. Abundant grace, in God we trust.